Today, we discuss a film about the great legend, Puss in Boots. From his time in the Shrek films to his first solo movie debut, Puss in Boots has captured the hearts of many Shrek fans all across the globe. And today, we review a movie what is said to be the best movie made in the Shrek franchise. This is my review of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Let's begin. Okay, so the story goes, Puss in Boots is so arrogant and so confident in himself that he lives his life so recklessly.
No, Puss in Boots doesn't need a spotter. Watch.
And when he gets down to his last life, he's still arrogant. And, well, let's just say he's in for a reality check when this guy walks in.
I never do this, but can I get your autograph right there?
Holy shit, that's a creepy voice. After Puss is defeated by this character,
Pick it up. Pick it up.
he goes into retirement.
There are no words to express such a love. Words were not enough.
Where is Eddie Murphy when you need him? And then some time goes by, and Goldilocks and the Three Bears come looking for him. That's one of the funniest jokes in the movie. And when he learns that Jack Horner now has the map that leads to the star, leads to a wishing star that grants the last wish, he goes to try to steal it, only to encounter a character from the first movie named Kitty Softpaws.
Lot of nerve coming back here.
Please, I was the best thief you ever hired.
You robbed.
Do I need a joke for everything? Can't that just be funny?
Throwing a dozen points.
Eh? Ooh, you got any savoury parts?
Yeah, what flavours you got?
No. We'll get all of that in about to go. Oh, would you stop talking about blooming eyes? Okay. Hand over that man, or I'll punch holes in the lot of you.
Okay. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, can y'all adopt me? Cause y'all are ultimate family goals in this movie. What the hell? And also along the way, Puss becomes friends with a dog named Perrito, and he wants to be a therapy dog, and which leads to this really funny line from Kitty.
Is therapy done?
Definitely not.
Finally, you need therapy.
Bitch, everyone in this movie needs therapy. Once they get to the dark forest, Puss and Kitty have their back and forth about something that happened in between the first movie and this movie that I'll get into toward the end. With the star granting one wish, you got Puss, Kitty, Jack Horner, Goldilocks and the Three Bears all after this star for this wish. And they all have their interesting story arcs. It's not until Puss gets to a certain point in the movie that he puts together the wolf is death. Like, I'm pretty sure he just straight up said that he's death in the beginning, but it just doesn't click with him. I find that both a little annoying and kind of funny. But once they get to the wishing star, Death had their final battle together. Death ultimately lets Puss live his life. Jack Horner gets to the star, and he gets to the map to grant the wish. And pretty much Puss, Kitty, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, they all work together to get the map from him. And they destroy the map, therefore destroying the star. And they pretty much just accept, you know what? We don't need the star because we've already got what we needed. And, you know, that whole cliched story, moral of the story. But I think in this movie it really works. Because, I mean, Puss pretty much has panic attacks anytime he's around death, and toward the very end of the movie, he accepts his mortality. And that is freaking awesome. And it's revealed that Puss, his wish is obviously to get his 9 lives back. Kitty wants somebody to trust because what Puss did in between the first one and this one is they were going to get married, but he left her at the altar, which is a pretty douchey thing to do. But when you look at the fact that he's reckless and he's addicted to thrill-seeking and attention and all that, it kind of goes with his character. And Goldilocks wants human parents, and Jack Horner just wants all the magic in the world so that he can take it over. So overall, the story is kind of predictable, but at the same time, at the pace that it goes in, and the way they set it up, and the way they execute it is incredible. Okay, so with Puss, I'll admit, when Shrek 2 came out, I saw it in theaters like 5 times because of Puss in Boots. Because when me and my sister were little, all she had to do was say, "Oh, that character Puss in Boots? Yeah, he's voiced by the dad from Spy Kids." That's all she needed to say for me to become obsessed with this character. And in this movie, he's so arrogant, like, he takes life for granted by saying that he's never been touched by a blade. That gives him his reality check, and from then on, throughout the movie, anytime he encounters death, like I said, he has a panic attack. The beginning of the movie starts with him singing a song, "Who's Your Favorite Fearless Hero?" only for him to discover fear. Now with Kitty, Softpaws, obviously, as I said, with Kitty Softpaws, obviously I said she has trust issues, which makes sense because of what Puss did. And Burrito, I'm not going to spoil this because you gotta watch the movie to really understand this. He's way too optimistic for his own good. And also, he's one of the funniest characters in the movie. Just watch this transition. Holy crap, this movie's funny. And with Jack Horner, there was literally a meme going around just about how evil this guy is.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster. Took you so long, idiot.
I'm nothing at all like my Spider-Verse counterpart. Goldilocks, she's a badass. She knows how to get shit done. You tell me how you would react if you saw Goldilocks do this.
Hey, woken! Hand over that man, or I'll punch holes in the lot of ya.
You take my money. And Baby Bear, oh, him and Goldilocks go back and forth insulting each other. I swear some of the insults were written by Eminem. Why wasn't that a scene in 8 Mile? And going back to Death, I've established that he has a very creepy voice. But here's the thing. This is a guy that voices him.
It's really cool to play one of the greatest villains in the fairy tale.
When he's just talking regularly, he literally looks like one of the guys that actually babysits one of my cousin's kids. Okay, so what I didn't like is when Goldilocks and the Three Bears, they have this running gag that they have where they say, "That was just right."
That was not just right.
They do it a little too often that it makes me think of this scene from American Dad.
Joke killer. He's a joke killer.
Yeah, we get it. You're Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You don't need to hammer it in. My final thoughts on this movie is I really love this movie, and I'm glad I saw it when I did. I literally saw it the day after I was removed from Grief Share. So glad I went to see it because my cousins knew that I was sad because of what had happened. It's just like, I'm so glad I saw this movie because it was definitely the pick-me-up I needed. It shows that even people like Puss in Boots, who is this great hero, he's a legend. The legend will never die. Makes mistakes. Hits rock bottom. So, it was definitely the comfort I needed. And also, again, John Mulaney as Jack Horner, perfect casting. But overall, this is such a great movie. I'm glad I reviewed it. I'm glad I saw it. So until next time, stay positive and stay awesome, everyone. See ya.